No. Y'all, just stop.
Finally here. Drum roll.
Welcome to DBL. I'm Sam here with my friends Jeff, Al, and Erica, and we're going to look back at some of the best moments that got us talking. Are you all ready?
Let's do it.
Yeah?
Always.
Okay. Like this one. We all got into a heated discussion about tipping, especially Jeff, who said things have gotten a little out of control. Take a look.
You will not be getting a tip if I'm picking up a pizza and you didn't do anything but hand me my credit card statement. You want 20% for handing me a box?
Even like
You know
5?
what Jeff hates?
No.
You know what Jeff hates? Jeff hates this move. Here you go, man.
No, this is it. When I'm standing there, and this is what goes through my head. When you flip that over and it says 20, and there's a 50% button. I want to smash that thing in half and pay for your whole system.
It is the most passive-aggressive thing that's been introduced into the consumer because they turn it around. Yes, they turn it around, and you have to turn. What are you going to turn around 0 and put it in their face?
Albert, listen. How many times did all of us? Now, first, yes, if you're just handing over a receipt, that's different.
But they expect it. They're like,
That's not true. 90% of the time that somebody just hands me a receipt, they exit out the tipping box. They exit it out.
That's
for
never
you.
happened to me.
They
Never seen that.
exit it out.
No,
now,
they
how
do
many
it,
times have
and it starts at 20. It starts at the only button is 20.
I know,
so like
and it says 50
you're getting
is a button.
20 right off the rip, and I'm not going to give you 0 because you have to personally type in 0, and that is like that's really bad.
How many times have we worked in the service industry where we got no tips?
Oh, man.
Maybe they were sick and tired of it. Maybe people that literally you can spend 10 minutes making a cup of coffee and then people give you nothing. Maybe they give you some change. That's not right.
But is
so
a
good.
barista,
I'm glad they do this.
Does a barista should they get the same 20% that a waiter does?
No,
because a waiter is coming back.
Yes,
and
it's
20% on the total.
Yeah, the total.
So if you're drinking a $2.50 coffee,
where are
you're
you
you
getting
can't
coffee
give them
from,
20%?
Erica? These coffees are
No,
$10.
you can give a barista a tip. What I'm saying is you're going to tip 20% to someone who hands you a pizza box as opposed to the pizza person who comes to your house and drives all the way over there.
Maybe they all pool.
No, they don't pool. You don't give them money. That's all.
Yes, you do. You give them money.
For handing me a pizza?
No, the reason why is because I go to the same restaurants all the time, and I want to ensure that I don't have to come back for something because somebody messed up my order.
I'm teaching that a life lesson. It's called work ethic.
No.
You don't get anything for free.
How to get
Jeff is going to be yelling this in a pizza parlor in 10 years.
You're wondering why your pizza's cold. You're wondering why
it's not cold because I'm there to pick it up.
There
I'm
might
not
be
paying
some
for
extra
a service.
ingredients
you
that you didn't plan for on there.
What?
Okay. I'll tell you during the break.
Can I just say, I was at Home Depot the other day, and I was yelling at my kids. I'm like, just pick one sucker and let's get out of here. And some lady peeks over to edge and she goes, are you Jeff from DBL? She goes, I didn't even see you. I just heard you.
I heard you ranting and complaining. You are the get off my lawn guy.
I totally am. And then after she said that, I go, oh, come on, kids. And we all skipped out of there. I felt like an idiot.
Oh, my gosh. Classic.
I get fired up about little things.
I love
It's
it.
good.
That was a great convo.
We love it.
Do we?
Get fired up about this next conversation,
your
Jeff.
turn.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
One place you don't have to tip is right here. Okay. It's when you're online shopping. We all had a peek inside our shopping carts. Al and Sam, of course, got into it again. Let's take a look.
Do you even know how many items are in your shopping cart?
Yeah, well, there was one, and I know what it was.
Okay.
I didn't know if you wanted me to lead you. It was I wanted to get a mirror with a light bulb so I can do my makeup at home.
That's cute.
Yeah, so
Okay, so just one little item. Okay.
That's cute.
All right.
So my kids, Lawson and Lane are starting to like sleep together, right? So he's got a space on the other side of the room. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna put a little tent in there. Our other light thing broke, and I love those things.
Okay.
And I don't know if I'm gonna get them all, but I put it in my cart just to remind myself, like, these are my top choices so far.
It's like a favorites list for me as well.
Yeah.
Totally.
So you don't forget.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay,
Totally.
Tori, bird feeder.
Again, it's a bird feeder with
Let's
a
see.
solar pump. If you don't know, this will make a fountain out of it. Maybe they don't have mine.
They didn't like yours.
Oh, no,
there it
theirs
is. And a bird bath.
Yeah.
Cute.
Oh, I meant a bird bath, not a bird feeder. Sorry.
Yeah, that's a bird bath.
Bird bath, and you have a solar pump that makes a fountain. You don't need to plug it in.
Can I just say, if you have a backyard or any open space, birds, I hate you, Al, I already see your face. Birds love a good bird
They
bath.
need water.
No, they need a good bird bath.
It's so hot.
They can find water.
It's so hot out.
Okay, they love a good bird bath. My cart, I sent it into our producers. I usually have quite a few items in my cart. I'm not sure what's in my cart.
Okay.
Oh, costumes.
Okay,
for
so
Sophie.
swimmies,
Are you sure they're for
action
Sophie?
figure. Cool. Oh, and some moisturizer. That's a fantastic moisturizer, by the
That's for
way.
Sophie?
I like how the kid stuff was all $9 and your moisturizer was $50. How about How about we get a little balance there, buddy?
Excuse me?
How about you step up on the action figure that was tiny? Get the more expensive one.
No.
Balance
What are you talking about?
You're spending more on your face than you are on your kids.
That's absolutely
And
not true.
we just saw
That is
it. I can do the math.
absolutely not true.
$9.99. That's all they're getting this Christmas.
On a mirror with lights, and there's nothing in your cart for your kids.
It's for my job.
And there's nothing in your cart for your kids.
Yeah, look, what's that? I pulled it up. Pants for my boy. Oh, look
you
at
just
that.
added that. Good.
During the stop it.
And this is how we are 24/7. If you guys would even take a sneak peek at our text threads, they're like amplified. You think that's bad? We're worse off camera.
Yeah, that was.
I have a problem with you encouraging people to buy bird baths.
Why?
Thank you, Erica. It's weird.
Okay, first of all, everybody always thinks like, I'm going to be this humanitarian, I'm going to do this and make sure I take care of the birds. You are not considering your neighbors. So you bring all of those birds onto your property, and as they fly away, they poop on your neighbor's stuff.
You're just bitter because you've got a giant bird bath on your roof. You're the one.
I don't have a bird bath on my roof.
You put a kiddie pool up there, and the birds use that as a bird bath.
No, that is not what had happened. What had happened was my neighbors allowed them to have a whole habitat in their fowl chute, or whatever it's called, the thing that goes in, and now there's like 85 pigeons living in my neighbor's fowl chute.
Stop bringing animals around. I don't like that. I don't like food being left out. I don't want raccoons or birds.
It's not my fault.
Yes,
that was many years ago, and they're still there. What do you guys think about a 3-day holiday? Paris Hilton tied the knot with a 3-day celebration. But some of us thought it was all a bit too much watch.
How could you even say in the same sentence that you're having a 3-day wedding and that you're not a bridezilla?
You can be.
No, I wouldn't marry
culture, they do 3-day weddings.
No.
It doesn't mean that you're a bridezilla.
No. If my wife wanted a 3-day wedding, I would not get married. I'm not even joking. I would say, are you out of your mind? 3 days of marriage?
It is culturally, though.
I'm not going to a 3-day wedding. I'm not even going to be part of that. I'm out.
Let's be honest, though. 3 days, when you really think about it.
Exhausting.
Well, of course, but most weddings nowadays, you have like that dinner before.
Yeah, the
rehearsal
wedding and
dinner.
the brunch.
Then you have the wedding, and then the day after you have the brunch. So what's different about it?
Nightmare.
No.
That's what people do.
Yeah, they sure do have brunch, and you have to sort of pay for that brunch too now.
Like
now it's become part of the wedding. You're absolutely right.
I don't want to go to your brunch so I can watch you drink in the morning. I don't care. Like, just drink in the morning like a real alcoholic. Stop acting like this is about breakfast.
You guys the thing about brunch and drinking.
You're not a big fan of the brunch.
Like,
no.
I know it's bottomless mimosas. It's too much.
Yeah, no one ever talks about the eggs.
Now it's
That's
too much?
interesting.
Yeah,
I think bottomless mimosas is too much. When you're a parent,
we're off the wedding thing?
Yeah, I'm off the wedding thing.
Oh, okay.
I'm back on a bottomless mimosas. How are you supposed to
I think the Bloody Marys is the biggest ripoff because no one can have that much tomato juice. You can only have 2.
Somebody laughed in the booth.
Yeah.
I feel like Tori should weigh in
Who wants
I enjoy
belly
it.
full of tomato juice?
I'm fine with it. I like
Too acidic.
Yeah.
No one's fine with tomato juice.
Okay, V8 hater.
I do. I like a good V8.
More than 2?
Okay, coming up on
No.
DBL.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Coming up on DBL, a comedian makes it her mission to help other women struggling with postpartum depression. She tells us all about her Revolution road trip. Plus, we're diving into the vault and looking back at some of our most cringeworthy videos. Look at Erica. Oh my gosh. Find out whose was the cringiest.
Vroom, look at that suit.
Closed captioning provided by
Christmas is fast approaching, and with it comes the annual debate. Which is better, a real or a fake Christmas tree? A fake tree is certainly easier to maintain, but is it better for the environment than a real tree? The temptation to buy a fake tree is understandable. There's no cleanup, and you avoid the hassle of buying and disposing of a tree every winter. Plus, it saves you money. The average natural Christmas tree costs $80. Fake ones are about $100, so by your second year using it, you're saving cash. But there's a big myth about the impact on the environment.
Think, oh, Christmas trees, they're destroying the woods, destroying the forest.
Dr. Sally Brown, a nationally renowned soil specialist at the University of Washington, says that's not true because almost all Christmas trees are grown on farms that wouldn't exist without the holiday.
So you're getting good land use from growing these trees, good benefits to the soil from growing these trees.
Christmas trees are also a tiny piece of the environmental pie. One major study by PE International found that real or fake Christmas trees account for less than 0.1% of the average person's annual carbon footprint. A much bigger factor is driving to and from the tree farms. Dr. Brown agreed.
If you get an artificial tree, you're not destroying the environment. You're not helping it either. I would say the scale is a little bit in favor of a real tree.
So whether it's an actual tree or PVC, as long as you dispose of it properly, there's no big winner or loser for Christmas trees.
This November, don't miss a minute of DBL.
I cannot wait. You want to play it safe?
Nah, girl, we want to know.
Yeah. You don't feel like that's a little bit weird?
No. I got to agree with Tori here.
Hey, stop. I don't want to hear it.
Here's how I feel. Okay, stop.
I know.
You mean like hooligans?
Is the hooligan problem under control?
There's no such thing as guns.
We're off to a good start. DBL is always all new every day.
Welcome back to DBL. Listen, when you've been in the camera for as long as we have, you make a few, let's call them missteps. So we're looking back at the time we played our most cringe-worthy videos. Take a look.
We're starting with Miss Cobb. Erica, we're taking a look at this ad you did for a local car dealer. Hit it, Booth.
Hey, what's up, Chicago? It's Erica, your morning drive diva, coming to you from South Chicago Nissan. And for this baby, I had to get inside. We are talking red leather seats. Brrr, I feel like a vixen.
Vixen. Erica should be in the parking lot of the club, trunk popped, playing like whatever, just like Erica.
That was my next line, talking about pulling up in front of the club.
Tell us about it.
And you're welcome, South Chicago Nissan, since y'all ditched me when I lost my job.
Oh, but look at you now.
Yeah, that was like, those were back in the radio days, and like you would get a radio, like a morning radio personality to do your ads. And actually, although we had billboards all over Chicago, people mostly knew me from that ad because it would air between 1 a.m. and 5 a.m. when everybody was getting home from the bars, and they would watch the entire thing.
Congratulations, it was wonderful. All right,
to our DBL Vixen.
To our DBL Vixen in red. Next up, Jeff, we have this delightfully cringe moment caught on camera with no explanation that can justify it. Take a look.
Plastic perfect space, love without a trace. You make me feel alright.
Do you feel all right looking at that?
Listen, we play that so much, I'm kind of getting numb to it.
But
it still gets me.
I never heard the lyrics. That was that was something else, man.
I never get sold.
I do like, because I don't know what the theme of the video was. Was she like a big game hunter? Why was she dressed like that?
No,
she looked like a horseback rider.
I explained many times. This was one of my first jobs in LA. She dropped glass on her foot right before the shoot, so they had to put me like in the tub. The wink in the rearview mirror doesn't explain her toe. I'm just making excuses, but hey, listen, we all do what we got to do.
She looked like an equestrian, though. Was she? That was very interesting.
Let's just move on to yours.
All right, next up, remember to vote. Next up, did y'all know our very own Al Jackson went on a blind date and let a television crew record it?
It was called Blind Date.
It was called Blind Date. And let's keep an open mind here and take a look at the clip before judging him. Then afterwards, let's judge him.
Oh, no.
If you're not a cool person, why am I going to talk to you?
Exactly. That's another thing. Like, you can just get up in that lifestyle and you think that maybe you're living a lifestyle that you're really not. So I always try and remember I'm a student right now.
Yeah.
So I'm not the brokest guy in the world, but definitely.
Let's not kid ourselves. These two will never see each other again.
Have you talked to her?
No, Jeff. I have not. It was such a weird situation because when it did air.
Was this MTV?
No, that used to be on Spike TV,
Spike TV,
and before that it was like another channel, but it was on that. And I was living in Miami at the time. I was a middle school teacher, and I used to go out to the clubs and party it up, and they were like, hey, do you want to be on Blinded? And I was like, yeah. But I didn't know. I mean, I had no aspirations to be in entertainment at all.
You can tell.
I walked right into that one. I can't defend it.
I can't defend mine. And here is mine, as I said before. We all want to watch it. I want to know, I regret lots of things really bad. This is one of them. I'm Madonna in a scene you haven't seen.
していたナイトクラブ、ダンステリアの人気 DJ に持ち込んだ。
There is one pretty good song. I'm sure everyone would like it.
そう言って唇に強くキスをしたという。その瞬間から DJ はマドンナの虜となった。
That might be worse than mine.
Wow.
It's a true story. Madonna went to a DJ to
Stop.
Okay.
Stop.
Okay.
Stop.
It wasn't good.
What was the casting? What was the?
They literally asked me, "Can you dance?" And I said yes. And they go, "Congratulations, you've got the part." And I can't dance. So at one point I had to do a whole Madonna scene, and by the end they just said, "Just do this." So there's one scene of me doing this. It went on for 3 days, and like their MTV, TV Asahi watched it, like TRL, like for us, and I got a lot of fans from Japan. So I wanted to say thank you.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you still have them?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Finally, even though she couldn't be with us today, we couldn't forget our very own Sam Shocker. Take a look at this ad she did for Car Wax.
A sweet ride deserves TLC all the time, but you want to be driving, not waxing, washing, and shining. Hi, I'm Sam Shocker.
Okay.
That's why Sam's not here today.
That's why she's not here today.
Cringe. All of ours, cringe.
From humble beginnings.
Yes.
It was worth it, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
I mean, yeah.
You got to start and work your way up.
I know. Were you guys proud when it came out? I was very proud of that.
Yeah.
You were proud of your video?
Oh, embarrassing. Like I showed my mom, like, Mom, look at me, I'm making it in Hollywood. She's probably like, oh my God.
Totally. I sent that video to everybody.
Did you? I knew mine was bad.
Oh, you did?
I was a waiter, and I was like, I'm not showing anybody. I knew.
Did you show yours to everybody?
Of course. We would order food late at night and then bring it back so that we could watch it when it came on at 2 a.m.
That's awesome.
Yep. Coming up on DBL, we talk with a comedian who is shedding light on postpartum depression and how she's taking her personal struggle out on the road to help other women. Stay tuned.
Hanukkah is not one of the more important Jewish holidays, but it is one of the most fun. It is known as Festival of the Lights, and every year it's celebrated at a different time because it follows the Jewish calendar, which is based on cycles of the moon, rather than the civilian calendar, which of course is based on cycles of the sun. This year Hanukkah started at sundown last night and lasts until Monday, December 6th, the full 3 weeks before Christmas. The holiday commemorates the victory of a Jewish tribe called the Maccabees over the Syrian Greek army more than 2,000 years ago. During the battle, a temple in Jerusalem was destroyed. When it was rebuilt, there was only enough oil to burn the menorah, or eternal lamp, for 1 day. But it burned for 8 days, until they had time to get more. Thus, the miracle of the lights. It's why Jewish families light one more candle on the menorah and say a prayer each of the 8 nights. Hanukkah is celebrated by singing songs, exchanging gifts, hosting parties, and eating special foods. Kids often play a game spinning a top called a dreidel. Hanukkah foods are mostly deep-fried in oil, symbolizing the menorah in the temple. Potato pancakes called latkes and jelly donuts are the most famous. Other holiday foods include beef brisket, roast chicken, matzo ball soup, and challah bread. Hanukkah is a joyous time, and as Adam Sandler famously declared in his 2002 movie about the holiday, it is 8 crazy nights. And that's connecting the dots.
Welcome back to DBL. New moms experiencing depression are not alone. 1 in 5 women experience postpartum depression, and that includes comedian Angelina Spicer. We spoke to her about how she's using laughter and her life on the road to help moms live their best lives. That's today's DBL Spotlight. Angelina, welcome to DBL. Now, before we get to how you're helping new moms with postpartum depression, thank you for helping more Americans get vaccinated. Tell us about Spicer's Ride to Wellness. What inspired you to take action to get Black and Latino communities vaccinated?
I thought to myself, there's got to be a way that I can get vaccinated and that I could help members of my community get vaccinated too. So I went to my alumni group of Howard University students. I told them, listen, I don't know how, but I've become the Harriet Tubman of vaccines. So I need a little help. And within an hour, my Bison family came through and I had enough buses to vaccinate 250 people.
Wow.
For you.
Unbelievable.
Well done.
So many lives saved, honestly. Now, in addition to being a bright light for many people during the pandemic, you've been able to find humor in your own struggles and becoming a new mom. When did you realize that you were suffering from postpartum depression? I suffered through it, and Jeff, his wife, suffered through it. What should other moms who are watching right now be on the look out for?
I didn't connect with my baby. I got angry with my husband. It was just a challenge for me on all different angles of my life, including work. As a stand-up comedian, I need my sense of humor. I need to be able to see the world through my funny lens.
I felt so overwhelmed that I would eat dinner in my car.
I am trying to figure out how to juggle everything. It was actually my therapist who noticed that I was suffering from postpartum depression, and thank God I had a therapist. She's the one who ultimately suggested that I check myself into a psychiatric facility for treatment.
Now you have an adorable 6-year-old daughter, Ava. What's the best thing about being a mom right now?
The best thing about being a mom is that I've healed from postpartum depression. I'm now able to fully live in the moment with my daughter and my husband, and we can enjoy each moment and milestone together.
You've officially kicked off your postpartum revolution road trip, which is super dope, with a fabulous pink bus. Come on, girl, super dope. Now, you have to tell us, what's it like back being on the road, connecting with a live audience? I've done stand-up for 14 years, so I know how the rush you must get.
I realized that everybody is a liar. They post these pictures and they're like, oh my gosh, I love my baby. My heart is beating outside of my body. I pushed my daughter out. I was like, I made a mistake.
Oh my gosh, it has been so fulfilling to be able to get back on the road, travel from city to city, doing what I love, performing stand-up, but also connecting moms to care.
You're also in the process of producing a documentary. What can we expect and how can we support it?
All of my efforts are 100% crowdfunded. So I'm so excited about this documentary film because it's a hybrid format. It includes stand-up comedy.
She's fed, she's changed, and she's still screaming.
Here you go. Animation, talking head interviews, and the postpartum revolution road trip.
Angelina Spicer, thank you so much for making us laugh and being an advocate for new moms. You are incredible. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks, girl.
We'll be right back.
Thank you.
Promotional Consideration is brought to you by...
Teresa is asking the Verified team, with all of the retailers recommending that we shop early for Christmas, will they extend their return policy? Teresa, the Verified team checked with some of the top 10 retailers in the country. Our sources, spokespersons at Target, Costco, Walmart, and Best Buy, plus Amazon's online return policy. Let's start with Target. It's a yes. There is an extended holiday return policy, but it's only for electronics and entertainment items. If you bought the item between October 1st and December 25th and it's a non-Apple product, you have until January 24th to return it. If it is an Apple product, you have until January 9th. On to Costco. We'll put this in the unknown column. Their spokesperson told me no comment. And when the Verified team looked at their return policy online, there was no mention of extended holiday returns. Walmart is also a yes for most items. If you purchase between now and Christmas Day, your 90-day return window won't start until December 26th. Quick tip, Walmart.com does let other companies list items on their website, so double check the details link on the item page. Best Buy, also a yes. The spokesperson told me purchases made October 18th through January 2nd have an extended return period through January 16th. And finally, Amazon, another yes. Their website states most of the items purchased between October 1st and December 31st can be returned until January 31st, 2022. But remember, the online retail giant includes thousands of individual sellers and companies. Amazon says most of these sellers offer the same return policy as Amazon, but not all of them. So read the fine print on the item page. We can verify most of the top retailers are offering an extended holiday return policy.
We talk about it all the time. Stores across the country facing major supply chain issues, and companies are going to need more than some holiday spirit to fix them. Tech brands like Apple, Xbox, PlayStation, and Toshiba have all said they're preparing to run out of products fast this season. So what if you can't find the latest iPhone or Nintendo Switch in stores? Retail analysts say more people are considering digital gifts this year. Unlike physical gifts, there's an infinite supply of them, and you don't even have to wait for them to ship. And we're not just talking gift cards. That video game your kid wants is probably available for download instead of buying a physical disc. Subscription services are also exploding in popularity. You can send everything from food and wine to books and clothes to your loved ones for a gift that keeps on giving throughout the year.
Welcome back to DBL. We love hearing from our viewers. Today, we're going to find out what our viewers want to know about us. So this question is for Jeff. Charlotte wants to know, what's the one thing you do at home that annoys Jordan the most?
That's a good question.
Wow, I have to go through my Rolodex of annoyances. But I would have to say she hates on like Sundays when I lay around and I watch football all day, and she, like, it builds up as the day goes on, and then she's like, did you even get off the couch today? And I understand. It's like, I'm like, wow, all right, I guess I have to do something.
She probably has stuff she wants to do too.
No, but Sunday's a day of rest.
Football's a small season.
DBL's new every day. We'll see you again, same time, same place. Bye, guys. Welcome back to DBL. We love hearing from our viewers. Today, we're going to find out what our viewers want to know about us. So this question is for Jeff. Charlotte wants to know, what's the one thing you do at home that annoys Jordan the most?
That's a good question.
Wow, I have to go through my Rolodex of annoyances. But I would have to say she hates on like Sundays when I lay around and I watch football all day, and she, like, it builds up as the day goes on, and then she's like, did you even get off the couch today? And I understand. It's like, I'm like, wow, all right, I guess I have to do something.
She probably has stuff she wants to do too.
No, but Sunday's a day of rest.
Football's a small season.
DBL's new every day. We'll see you again, same time, same place. Bye, guys.